Hey paisanos, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Just kidding. It's time for another alters update character analysis or introduction rather. For this time it's the main villain or the Arc 1 villain. Uh Wyndee, spelled with a Y, Wyndee. It could be Wendy if you want to be a pleb, but everybody knows the first rule of making an OC is to just take a name that sounds like it would be something else and just spell it differently. Bam, you got an OC right there. Uh, I've seen it done with Alice. I've seen it done with Blinko. I've seen Alice spelled with Alyss. Like, that's not how you spell Alice. You just put an I and two S's, a Y and two S's, whatever. But anyway, let's begin. This is another time-lapse video. I'm just gonna talk briefly about the character and then color it without the mic on. So this is her. Oh shit! I'm bad at doing shit. Okay, this is what her eye alter that I drew a long time ago. This part of her represents her, like, I don't want to just say it, but like her hell-bent determination. The theming of her is like the quote demon inside her. Just like I would say the more selfish part that doesn't like understand things, just like too headstrong, too hell-bent, you know. And I wish I could say more, but that's pretty much it. Now the S alter, like the sense of good in her morality, is I'm working on the name. I'm changing it to Divinia because Arch Diva sounds cool, but it's not like the diva part doesn't really say that about this side of her. So I don't think that does it like justice. So her theming is like the angel and the devil. She can be your angel or your devil. Now this design is like, it's old. It's a little much. There's no reason for her to have armor. I want like the kind of urban casual kind of look, but applied to with like little hints of angelicness on her design. So I'm gonna try to do that. And so this side of her, yeah, is like the angel, quote unquote, went in her that like is a little bit more understanding, that she's just more aware of like her actions towards people. And it's not to say that like it's a split personality like any of these characters that I make. It's just that how the altar works is that it separates them. Like this was already within her regardless if she was like had superpowers, but like the altar will split these things. I guess like the altar status will split these parts of your personality and apply them to two different forms. So yeah, that's what this side of her is. So far I just did the sketch, kind of tweaking it a bit, a little bit closer to the Hellbent one, just changing some colors probably. And the colors are gonna be like slightly inverted, and so was the outfit. Like this jacket she's wearing, she was supposed to be plaid, but I was dumb and didn't think of a way to do that. But now I do know of a way to do that, because I haven't, this is like a long time ago. But now I know how. So, and I've been playing Kingdom Hearts 3 again recently, so I'm gonna try to do like the whole like hints of plaid throughout her outfit. Like I have it set up here. This like it's gonna be white, and it's gonna be like kind of monochrome. Like instead of red and black, it's just gonna be like mostly white and maybe gray or something. Cause something kind of like ethereal, not ethereal. That's the wrong word. I don't know, just like look like pure looking. And it's reminiscent of an angel, not because like she's religious or anything, just like the dynamic of angel and devil within like a person. And that's like her theme. So more about her role in altars. So she's like I talked about the character Wotanabub a few times, and he's this giant like plant demon that wants to feed off the chaos of the human race or our world. This is all fiction. Don't freak out. I'm not trying to create a new religion. Jesus Christ. Or I'm not like that guy who's writing about the time cube or that crazy guy. No, this is all fucking fiction, dude. Some things represent things, and that's fine. That's what everything does. All right, but Botanabub represents like a just a being of corruption that feeds off the chaos within the nature of people. So Wyndee, just before altar starts, she has a falling out with her family, and the main thing is that her mom kind of snaps at her, and she's just like, your life is not going anywhere. You need to start doing things. She's not like a mooch, but she just is not ambitious. Kind of like me. Now I know what you're saying. Is her origin story? My mom didn't yell at me, but she sent me a letter with all these things. So I'm taking that experience. Well, all these things meaning like things she didn't like about my life that I think I should improve on. It's just kind of like, it wasn't malicious, but it was just, why am I hearing this? I was living my life just fine before I heard any of this. So I'm taking that. I moved on from it now, and I'm in like a good relationship with my mom now because I know how to work things out. But this is a character who didn't, and this is kind of like, her character is, what if that happened to me, but I went AWOL and I took it out on the world. She's angry because she can't get her life can't get approval from her parents. So she goes on like a little personal journey where she meets all the characters in altars before they become altars, like the clown guy, Liam, the doctor dude. Now her boyfriend is Mick, the Junkman, the Junkmeister, excuse me, the Junkmeister, and the neat freak guy. She's the first one he's the first one she meets, and after that, yeah, she meets the rest of the people. And then while she's walking, she hears a voice. Because Botanabub is attracted to, or he can tell when someone is starting to brew some kind of chaos in their mind, like they're about to fuck shit up, and I want in on this. So when that happens, this is being throughout time has done this. So I'm gonna say he did that to like certain other world leaders in the past, maybe, I don't know, or just like terrible people throughout history. So he tries to contact her telepathically and it's like, hey, come here, I got something for you. And then Botanabub invites her to like a place, and he tells her, look, I know what you want to do to the world, and I can help you do that, but first you have to give me your soul. So and he also says like I want more also. So she gives him her soul, and gosh, what else? She gives him like access. She gives him access to her soul, rather, not like literally giving it to him. In the same way that my character becomes an altar, she but Tenebub lets her access the id side of her soul, the id altar, and she becomes hellbent. And but Tenebub has like this now thing over her. And after that, he says, "Well, okay, now I need to hold up your end of the bargain. I need more souls." So, she invites all the other people she's met up until this point, into the woods, including her boyfriend Mick, because he wants to turn the rest of them into their id altars. Because he, Botanabub, wants to create a small little group of superpowered mortals to get revenge on the Dead King, who's like my version of death in this universe. Because a long time ago, the Dead King and the Heart Empress. I need to redraw them. I hate how they look in that, because it was such a before time, or I didn't have my tab, or I had it. I think I had my tablet, but I never used it because I was too scared. And like everything I made has looked so much better since then, so I could probably redo their designs too. But a long time ago, both of them purged him from the mortal world and like banished him and reduced him to like pretty much nothing. But the only thing that's been making him kind of grow back is all like the tragedy and like chaos that's been happening over time in our world. Like like a long time ago, like I don't know, 1400s, like mass murders, colonialization involving like killing people, all the way up to like modern mass murders, and it's been not even just mass murders, it's just like chaos that's been happening in the world. And when I say chaos, I really just mean like mass tragedy that's been happening. That has happened. I don't know where I'm going with this. You know, the bad shit that happens in the world, it makes this guy grow. But at this point in time, this is supposed to represent the altars timeline. Is supposed to represent the modern era, whatever it is. So enough tragedy and chaos has happened to make Botano Glove regrow as just a rose. He's like this is all the power he has right now. It's just he's a rose, and he can only communicate with people telepathically. Most people, like, his voice has never been strong enough unless the person has like chaos welding up in their mind for him to take advantage of. So and now it's finally happened. He's got Wyndee. She got the rest of the people, and Botanova wants to use them to fight the Dead King. And the Dead King sees this happening. Is like, oh shit, I better get mine, because it's about to happen again. But I don't have enough strength to go to the mortal world again. So I need an altar for myself. So that's where my character comes in. I think I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but my character happens to walk by while Botanibub is transforming all these dudes into their altars, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on? And then Botanibub tells Wyndee and the rest of them to like kill me, essentially. So that's where I go into the Dead King's realm. Or so I think. I want that to. I want to lead people into believing that's what happened, but the Dead King actually, but my character actually lived after being like attacked by them all. But the Dead King came to just finish the job so that he could make an altar, and I think that would be a good like kind of reveal. So yeah, that's what Wyndee's role is, and this is Kendall's sister. And later on, Kendall wants to like help her and try to reconnect with her, but that doesn't happen. So, I don't. And her, as she's the first character out of the rest of them to have their super altar awakened again after it's been sealed away by Botanabov at the end of way end of altars. Because my character and Wyndee's S altar will go fight Botanabov as like the final boss. So yeah, I'm gonna start coloring now. So bye. Okay. This concludes this character portrait. I was thinking about final thoughts. I was thinking about putting a symbol like I did on her shirt, like I did the other design, but I didn't really want to just put a straight up cross because that's not really her. Because on the other one, she has like a she's like a kind of a pentagon star thing going on. But I couldn't think of like a twist on the cross for her. So I incorporated it into her axe, which is her like signature weapon. And what else? So a thing I was thinking of doing, since Divinia, Wyndee's Divinia side kind of represents her like remorse and like understanding of other people, and like not being the center of her own universe and just being a little bit more like considerate and thoughtful, I guess. I was thinking of, I don't know, here's the thing. I was thinking of the axe being on the Hellbent version, but I didn't want to do that because the thing is, Hellbent's weapon, this like pitchfork kind of thing, the way she uses it, she can separate it into two weapons, and it's better for Hellbent with the pitchfork because it represents her like her separation from her family. So like she could separate the pitchfork and use that like that. I think I just thought that would work better. And I can't really contrast it. I can't really think of a way to use the axe as a contrast to this. Like an axe can still separate things, but I think the way I concluded that it would work better is that like an axe is used for chopping, which this is very loose. An axe is used for chopping wood, which is later used to build foundations of a house, which is kind of like her patching things up with her family and her mom and her sister. So it's like I feel like an axe is a tool to build, to like do that. It's kind of dumb, but I'm going with it. She has an axe because I think axes are cool. It's very simple in design. Because the thing with Hellbent's pitchfork is kind of like a W, like Wyndee. That's like the first letter of her name, but I couldn't really think of a way to do it with the axe, so I just think I did like a weird shape. But I incorporated the cross into the like the back part of it. She has like boots with the fur. She got everybody looking at her. I put in like a blue color effect tint on her hair. And here she has like little eye markings that is very similar to another character, the Heart Empress. Like she's like an angel, like like an actual angel, and the way I'm portraying angels is they have like these little designs under their eyes. And the final form is like this disgusting the way their face would open up with the eye marks is gonna be really weird. I haven't drawn her yet. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do like color her lips. I don't think, like in this one she has like blue lipstick on. I don't know why. Here she doesn't. So there you go. And I was flip-flopping on the theme song because Rise is a song about like escaping hell or something. Or if you look at the lyrics, it's like, and then we rise, we go past like hate and destruction. We rise through this, rise through that. And so I was like, okay, it's about escaping hell. But I feel like that the way that song is, it reminds me of something else that I want to incorporate in Altars. But the other song I listen to when I think of this character is Unbreakable by Stradivarius. It's just like a very like powerful, uplifting song. It's pretty epic, so I just think that fits her better. So yeah, this is, except for hold on, I better bring this up real quick while we're on the subject of talking about this. It's an old portrait. It's very old. Very, very, very old. Okay, so except for this character, hold on. Except for this character, this is all the like the main character portraits that were on the cover. So everyone on the cover, I redrew their eye altars. I redesigned them, and now I have redone their S altars. So except for this guy, everyone is accounted for. And I'm gonna redraw the, actually I'm not redraw, but like actually draw the second arc of Altars, which is gonna be about this guy. It's like a kind of a prequel, and then it'll lead to the final act of Altars, which is my character fighting Botanabub, which I still haven't drawn, which I need to draw. So this is an old, very, very old concept art that I drew. He's like I always thought the knight that teaches you all the attacks in Twilight Princess was fucking badass. And even more so that there's a theory that it was like a past Link. I was like, holy shit, that's awesome. So I wanted like a knight dude who was from the past, who he is the first altar. He was used to fight the first incarnation of Botanabub by the Dead King, which is here. Do I have him in here? Yeah, I do. These are old concept art of the Dead King, or a recent one. Or I have like the colored version that I went with, but I'm not happy with it anymore. Hold on. Okay, I just open up both of them. It's really dark because I wasn't very good at. I didn't have a good eye at like looking at things. And you can see all the like the spillover. God damn it with the extras. It always turns on. You can see the like the spillover from me coloring it in. This is before I knew like most things about Photoshop. But okay, so in the final act of Altars, which I'm calling Altar 0, I already made the logo for it a long time ago. I don't know if I want like the classy one, which is this Altar 0, or if I want like a more comic booky looking kind of thing, Altar 0. The difference is the subtitle. This looks like I made it in Photoshop, you know. It's too effect heavy, and I use the smudge tool, which wouldn't translate well on like a cover, I don't think. Meanwhile, this one is very reserved. It fits within this logo here. It's kind of like a box. I kind of like the overlap over this one, but it just looks better here. I might go with that one. But these two characters use this guy. This is another older color. Because I don't know how fucking skeletons work at the time, so now if I redrew him, I would probably get his shape better. But his small little colony was like annihilated by like a lesser incarnation of Botanabov, and the Dead King was like, "Well, I could do this myself, but I'm not allowed to." So he gets this guy named Nos. No, that's not. I don't know. I don't know his. I'm not. I can't think of like a real name. Vitanos is like a cool old sounding name from like Viking era, or I don't know, fucking Norse, or I don't know. I can't pinpoint. I was thinking like he's a past medieval alternate universe, because I can't incorporate him into like Earth real world canon, because the 1300s is not. I can't really. I don't know the fucking time period. All right, I think it's like 1300s or 1200s or one of those where the knights are around. Cause like 1400 is the colonial era for like Spain, I think, and then the colonial area for America was the 1700s. So I couldn't really figure out where to put him. So it's just like alternate timeline past. He's a knight, and they make him. These two characters make him into an altar. So his first stage is this, or he's like a knight who uses the force of the dead, because he was already like pretty much dead when they made him into an altar. So his body is gone. He's like a living spirit. And this is his S altar, so a knight. The backstory for him is that he was a seer. So like the commanding forces would often go into for like, I don't know, a cheat sheet. It's like, hey, what's about to happen? Like, oh, they're gonna sneak in through the back, and he hates that they use him for this. So that's, and then this his S altar, or his I altar, literally an eye. This is his seer side. So there's like the fighting side of him, which is the knight. He later becomes a knight because he wants to just actually be in the fight instead of like providing all the answers all the time. So this is his I altar, his id alter ego. So the way he dies, when he dies, his eye gets skewered by like a thorn from Botanabov. So in his S altar, he has one eye, and so that's going to be consistent with his eye altar too. Yeah, this is the seer side of him, so he can see into the future. He can look across, not really time, but like he can see all other like combinations of outcomes, kind of like Doctor Strange when he uses the Infinity Stone. Now he can. This is representative of his warning to future generations. Like he's always trying to like, hey, don't do this because something bad will happen, or you need to do this because something bad will happen. He's like, this is the warning side of him. It's like very cautious. It's represents like the instinctive personality within him to just try to know everything. And well, he's also has like latent psychic abilities, so before he was an alter anyway, so this is just a manifestation of that. What else do I have here? Yeah, so I kind of want to redraw him, but I'm just going to redo it for the cover of the second arc of Alters, which I already started. It's gonna look something like this. So Nos I can't decide on his like S alter name, because here's the thing: his real name is Vidanos, um, and Vita is like Latin for life. So when he's an alter in his S alter, his name just becomes Nos. So it's like without the life, he's like dead. So there's no life in him. But yeah, this is the next like layout for the next arc, the prequel alter, the prequel like comic page of alters. So up here is gonna be where I'm gonna put like Botanibub's face. I really want to go with I don't know how to describe this, nature horror, because that's kind of what he is. He's just a gigantic like demonic plant thing. So I want his like gigantic eyes to be full of tiny little roses, which look really gross and creepy, or thorns or something, and flesh combined with like tree bark, and it would look kind of cool in my opinion. Kindle is gonna go here in the middle because she's being used by Botanibub. A secret character is going here. Spade Heart is going here / me. Oh yeah, Wyndee is gonna go here as her S alter because she gets awakened at the end of this story. Nos's or Vita Nos's S alter, I alter in this side because this is the prequel part of it where it's about him. The first time he fights Botanibub, and then time skip back to current where my character and Wyndee have to like fight off Kendall after she's been corrupted, and then fight Botanibub in a very Sonic Adventure 2 like sequence. So because that game is like fucking dumb inspiration for things. But yeah, I got a lot of shit planned. So I don't know when that's gonna. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff to do now. I got Pokemon Snap. I got to finish Kingdom Hearts 3 on critical mode. I gotta get The World Ends With You 2. When we gotta go, but how? I don't know, man.